that kind of person who feels stressed every time you get work? Or do you feel curious about why we have to go through stress all the time when we go to work? Well, this video is for you. Here you can learn so many ways to de-stress. You can learn so many ways to manage stressors at work, and at the same time you can also help yourself to build a body, mind and soul that will give you peace even when stress is knocking at the door. So listen to this video up until the end. Promoting mental health by Abby, that's what this platform is all about. And I am a registered mental health and substance use nurse. My purpose for creating this platform is to reach out to a wide range of audience across the globe to help in promoting our mental health and well-being. So guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for coming in to watch the video. It's gonna be as informative as always. So guys, today we're talking about stress at work. How best can we manage stressors? We have lots of kind of stress, right? Physical stress, emotional stress, psychological stress, and all of that. But we're talking about general life stressors, and not just life stressors, but these stressors are applicable to your work environment. I was talking to one of my besties a few days ago. Hi, Juarat. So she was telling me, Abby, like, how can we actually do without getting stressed at work? Like, stress is just always there, even when we're not envisaging it, which is totally true. And I'll take, for instance, somebody who works in a bank or in an office where you have to deal with clients on the phone, and a client is having a bad day or an aggressive mood wherever he's from or she's from. Apparently they now try to transfer their aggression onto you receiving the call at work. How are you going to manage it? But some things have to be in place that I want to address right now, which is you yourself as an individual, you should be prepared for things like that. I mean, yes, because your work obviously has organizational goals. You yourself as an individual, you have your own individual goals to meet up with at work. So apparently you have a kind of default for this stress to happen. Like, okay, I'm gonna be investing time, energy, and some amount of emotional well-being, because you have to have some emotional intelligence, some kind of resilience to be able to manage your work, not just your work, the people you're also working with, because there's a difference between managing work activities and also managing different types of people in a work organization, especially for those who are not sole proprietors, right? Like, you're not working on your own, you're having to work with maybe a multinational company, a government organization. You're all working together collaboratively to achieve a common goal. Let's get into it. So my 6 options that you can explore and cultivate when you're at work, I'll start with number 1. It is about organizing yourself. What I mean here is, before you start your day, try as much as you can to set goals for yourself. Like, okay, I'm going to work today. I would be able to complete at least 3 to 4 things effectively and efficiently. So you have a goal to achieve. If you don't set goals for yourself, there's high possibility you're not going to do anything. But once you set that goal, you already have a purpose, and you want to try to work through that purpose. In an attempt to do all of these things, you should also bear in mind that you might finish it, you might not finish it, but you have this thing that, okay, I will try my best to make sure 3 things are well done effectively and efficiently, and I get a great outcome out of it. Whatever things are left undone might not really have a major impact in making me feel bad or making me not feel accomplished at the end of the day. Another thing is, if you're working with a group of people where you all have to work together and probably you're putting so much into it and the other person is not, it's okay. Sometimes we have to also develop some level of control release, especially when we are the supervisors or we are in charge of some of our co-workers. And in aspects of delegating, when you have to delegate some staff to do certain things, it's very important to try to release some level of control so that they can also participate by putting in their own perspective towards reaching the same common goal that you guys want to achieve. And this is because you cannot just do it alone. You're going to experience burnout. Give people the opportunity to also put in their own input. So let's try to be open, let's try to be resilient, let's try to be adaptive to different people, and understand that in a work environment everybody can have different ways and different ideas to solve problems, but at the same time we might also be having the same organizational goals at the end of the day. So just make sure you have an organizer that you're making sure you're keeping a track of your goals day by day or week by week or month by month. It's going to reduce your stress levels, it's going to reduce your anxiety, it's going to reduce your chances of having depression, and totally promote your mental health and well-being. So if you organize your task and daily goals, what do you experience? Do you experience a controlled level of stress, irrespective of whatever the cases might be? Do you feel overwhelmed? Do you feel that, yes, I can take control of all the stresses coming my way and I can still be actively productive at work? Let me know in the comment section below. It's a way to understand and share knowledge across borders. So don't hesitate to tell me your experience in prioritizing set goals and organizing your daily activities at work. My second on the list will be food. I like food. So guys, with food, it's easy said than done, but it's actually achievable when you put your mind into it. Some of us like to eat at work. I mean, I'm going to spend 11 hours at work and you think I'm not going to eat? Of course I will, but what I'm going to be eating has to be healthy. Some of our food does affect our mood. Some of our food does affect how we react. I was telling my friend about the stress issue. I said, I think for me, stress is paramount and there's nothing we can do about it. We're going to experience it at work, but it depends on how you want to react to it, and it depends on how you want to respond to it. And most times our response and reactions towards stressors at work could just be due to what you're eating. Have you checked your food? Have you checked how much of sugar you take every day at work? Some people binge on chocolate, candies, sweets, sugary things, but you know what you're doing? You're increasing your insulin levels. And most times what happens is your energy is going to crash at a point. And when that happens, what happens? You become irritable, you become unnecessarily reactive to things. Sometimes it's not your coworker, sometimes it's not the task of the work. It could be what you're taking inside yourself. The kind of food you're eating can be a factor. One thing again is hydration. Like for me, I would say I work long hours. If you are the kind of person that works about 8 to 11 hours of shift, then you should consider staying hydrated most of the time. Otherwise, you're going to experience fatigue, you're going to experience headache, and this can set you up for irritability. You could become easily irritable, you could become unnecessarily agitated, anxious towards things. Yes. Hydration is so typically essential to our mental health. How? It's going to help improve your mood, it will improve your sleep, it will improve your memory, it will improve your ability to process information effectively. And we all are aiming to be productive at work. So tell me why we shouldn't prioritize the type of food and fruits we're going to eat. I'll give you examples. I usually take cucumber to work every day. Like if not cucumber, then I'll look out for celery. I mean, these are food or fruits that would give you about 95% of water, which is going to help you stay hydrated all day. And these can include radish, celery, cucumber, iceberg lettuce. Just think of anything that's rich in water. Watermelon, try strawberry, all of these things. So food is typically essential for promoting your mental health and well-being and reducing your mental stressors. Is your own experience? I would love to know in the comment section below. Do you take food high in water content or fruits that has a higher percentage of water in it? Do you always stay hydrated? And does this help to reduce your stress at work? Let us know if it is a yes or no. Let's know down in the comment section below. I will be happy to read them. Thank you. The next on my list, before I go into that, guys, I would appreciate if you could grant this request, which is to subscribe to my channel. I'm giving you lots of information for free. I'm just gonna wait for 1 minute. Thank you for doing that. So let's get into it. So my third on the list is exercise. So exercise is very good. I mean, at work, you can always do cardiovascular activities. It doesn't stop you. As basic as deep breathing. You can also do some meditation. You can try and do some yoga. For some people who have longer breaks at work, like for me, for instance, I work 12 hours, and there's an hour of break. In between that 1 hour, I prioritize 30 minutes to work out, which is as basic as walking. I can walk down for about 30 minutes and come back for the remaining 30 minutes to eat my food, and I'm back to work. I'm energized. There is time during your break times. You can create that time. As basic as yoga, stretching, deep breathing, these things are very effective in helping you regulate your mood at work, which will reduce your chances of stressing out. You don't need to be stressed at work. Yes, some stressors will be there, but it will help you minimize the risk of being anxious, agitated, and unnecessarily depressed. So guys, let me know in the comment section below if you do work out at work. Let me know what kind of workouts you do. Do you walk? Do you meditate? What do you do when you're in your own workplace? Share it all in the comment section below. It will be a great interactive session. So the next one is trying to say no when you need to say no. So when we're at work, we do have times when anybody at work can just request something from you and you might not know how to say yes or no. This is more like setting boundaries or trying to understand how best to be able to function with your colleagues without conflict, but at the same time prioritizing yourself. That's where I'm going. You always have to prioritize yourself in every environment, and this is because who else do you want to prioritize? Even if you don't prioritize yourself, I don't need any because here. I don't need explanation. And if I'm saying my no, you shouldn't be apologetic about it. I mean, you shouldn't feel sorry about it, especially when you're clear that it's for the interest of the organization, yourself, and even the person requesting that request. So what I mean here is, before you say your no, be clear about the reasons. I mean, be objective enough to know it's reasonable in the respect to achieving your personal goals, your organizational goals, and also helping that person requesting that request. Like, if there are other options that you feel you can also come into play or to assist that person, why not? Give them those options and say, okay, this is gonna be more practicable, probably let's do it this way or the other way. You know, just make sure you prioritize yourself, your feelings, and making sure it's an objective feeling or an objective cause. At the same time, when you're doing this, try to give some empathy. I think most times when we run into conflict with people, when we say no, it's probably a function of the way we address it, or if there's no empathy associated to it, or it could also be the other person not being comfortable to receive no as an answer. I know, definitely, I can tell that most people don't find it comfortable to receive no as an answer, but guy, sweetie, you have to do it. As long as you know you have to prioritize yourself and your personal goals, organizational goals, and it's also in the interest of your own safety and everybody's safety. Period. The next one will be always doing some positive self-reflection. Most times when we do when we finish work and we do some reflection at home or something, or wherever we are, we're always focusing on the negatives. Like, talk about what things you did so well that you feel, yes, I am a pro. I'm not saying you should be equalizing yourself, like, no, that's not what I'm saying here. What I'm just saying is, like, sometimes we should celebrate how well we've done or how well we've performed in our shift or in our task. And it's not something we wait for until the end of the month where somebody has to give us all the flowers or something. I don't wait for somebody to give me the flowers. I myself will already recommend myself that, yo. So guys, try as much as you can to always reflect on positive things more than the negative ones. The negative ones, yes, you gotta do it so that you can improve, but when you overanalyze and it stops you from even doing the next thing, like the next project or the next task, especially for perfectionists. I mean, what are you being perfect about? No one is perfect. That's it. So give room that, okay, I'm not perfect. Worst case scenario, I'm just gonna improve. You know, that's what you can tell yourself. Like, next time I will improve better. But when you keep binging about it or you keep over analyzing it, you're not going to move forward. I mean, there are other things you need to do. There are other tasks you need to you need to take part in, and that's going to disturb your progress on that. Over analyzing never helps. So just focus on the good remarks about yourself and things you've done that you've done so well, and see how much you can also do better on those good things you've done. So that helps. Have you been doing any positive reflection lately? Share down in the comment section and let's know how this has impacted your stress levels at work, how this has helped you to maintain work-life balance, how this has helped you to be more productive in doing things in a timely manner. Let us know. It's gonna be an interactive session in the comment section below. Then next on my list is sleep. Some of us don't sleep. I mean, I work in a work environment where there's something called overtime. I mean, most medical practitioners or people in the health sector would relate to what I'm talking about. I don't know if that works in other parastatals, but overtime, it's good. You are that. Remember your health. Health is wealth. If you're making so much money, are you going to be having a good health to spend that so much money? Ask yourself. Sleep is very important in improving our mood. It's very important in helping us perform and have an optimal level of functioning. So let's try as much as possible to help ourselves to get quality sleep, at least for 8 hours in 24 hours. How do we do that? You can check one of my past videos where I did analyze comprehensively how best to get quality sleep and good sleep hygiene. So try and watch that video. I'm just gonna put it right here, watch it. So yes. Then the last on my list will be massage. That's an extra for you guys. With massage, it's gonna also help to improve your mood. Once a month, at least once a month, I must do a massage because I work in a very high risk area where I do lots of mental and physical activities. So I prioritize my health. I make sure I do my massage. I'm of the hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are gonna try to inculcate all of these habits. I know it could be hard. It's easier said than done, but one step at a time, you get used to it. Things are better done in a step-by-step manner, like little steps, and gradually you get used to it and start doing it daily. I never started doing any of these things like all at once. Gradually I just picked up each of them one at a time, and all of a sudden I'm just doing all of that unconsciously, like it's my habit every day. So I don't have to think about it. It's just normal for me. So you can do it as well. I'm just saying, if I can do it, you can do it. You can start with just taking fruits to work every day with your normal meal. You can also start by making sure that, okay, I'm going to be walking when I'm going to walk. During my break, I'm going to be walking for just 10 minutes or 15 minutes, whatever works for you. Also, your sleep, you want to try and improve it. You want to make sure that you're able to prioritize yourself whenever you're at work. not in a selfish way, like I said, in an objective way where you're able to reach the goals of your personal goals or your organizational goals as well. You're also able to understand that organizing your work activities is highly relative in helping you feel composed and at the same time not having burnout at work. I would appreciate all your comments in the comment section below. I will be waiting to read every one of them because this is going to be very insightful for not just me, but for many of us. Let us see how we can best reduce our stress levels at work, irrespective of what comes our way. I hope you guys are going to like, share, tell a friend to tell a friend.